Yo, it's your homeboy Kiiro in the building. Welcome to episode 74 of my One Piece discussion series. In this episode, we talk about One Piece chapter 758. As usual, with my reviews, we're going to do a review first. Afterward, we do a more in-depth discussion. So let's start the review. This was a good chapter. Simply put, we had character progression, we had story progression, although it's kind of subtle, you don't notice it, but it is there. We had feats. We didn't really get any reveals. Well, we did get revealed technically, with the whole character progression thing. But yeah, we didn't really get any new information outside that one reveal. But yeah, not much happened in this chapter. But at the same time, a lot of stuff happened in this chapter. Like basically, two things happened in this chapter. Or at least two really big things, and one thing was bigger than the other. But whatever, I'm digressing. The point is, this is a really good chapter. End of review. So now let's start the discussion. The way we're gonna do it is just like usual. I'm gonna go into the things that I think are worth mentioning, in this chapter. So the first of all, we're gonna talk about the cover page, in which we see, the ship that's been completely destroyed. Like we see these slash marks on it, and it looks like some kind of huge beast or something has like just gone at this ship. And it's kind of early to say right now. It's kind of early to call, but we can say that this does not look like a marine ship. Usually they have those marks on them, some sort of like pattern that looks kind of like a sort of zebra tiger type of thing going on. But yeah, it doesn't look like a marine ship. It doesn't look like a special ship of like it belongs to some specific pirate or anything. It looks just like a really stereotypical ship. And it's capsized. It just capsized pretty much as Jinbei arrived. Otherwise it'd probably be a bit deeper. But yeah, whatever happened to that ship, man, it's some crazy shit. And right now I'm thinking it's an actual person and not a Sea King. Otherwise we probably see the Sea King nearby. But yeah, I think it's an actual person that did this damage. So could this be a Zoan fruit user maybe, or could this be some type of swordsman? Maybe both. Maybe it's Daniel Shichibukai, because we do know that he has sort of he or she, not, I'm pretty sure it's a he, has sort of slicing attacks because he was able to remove Zephyr's arm. But yeah, moving on. Yeah, that's the first important thing. The next important thing is, Luffy confirms with Rebecca that his name is Luffy and not Lucy. That's about it really. The third thing is really, really big. And that is Law does an operation to remove the bullets that Doflamingo put in him. And as a sort of doctor, Law can tell that the bullets were lead bullets because he's probably feeling some symptoms of lead poisoning or something. Now, I'm pretty sure Oda's not going to kill Law. I mean, just calm down, everybody. He's not going to kill Law. Law's too good and too liked of a character to die off this early or in this manner. But I'm pretty sure this lead poisoning is going to affect the battle somehow. It's going to, it's going to come full circle. And I'm interested to see how Oda's going to incorporate this lead poisoning into the storyline or into the battle, the upcoming battle. The fourth notable thing revolves around the whole Usopp sequence, and Usopp really is the MVP. He's the real MVP. He's the star of this chapter, and he just puts in work. It's ridiculous. He does, like, what we saw at Annie's lobby with his whole sniping shit and all that, but he takes it to another level. And the way he plans, because like not only does he do a fantastic sniping shot from a far distance, but it's not even like in a straight line. He needs to use gunpowder stars to sort of divert the bullet because of the wind and all that type of shit and the angle. And it's just insane how spot on he is. We do also get a little bit of humor with the whole Usopp face thing against Sugar, which a lot of people are gonna like. And Usopp just comes out on top and he's just beasting. It's such a nice moment because Usopp's a character I really like. I am an Usopp fanboy, and it's nice to see Usopp redeem himself to everybody, not just to the fans, but like to the haters too. They can't, you really can't shit on what Usopp did in this chapter. Yeah, he also unlocks observation haki. I'm pretty sure it's observation haki, the aura shared. I think it's pretty obvious. I think we can all agree. But bear in mind that unlocking observation haki and mastering it are two different things. So he still has some training, but the fact that he's unlocked it is still pretty important because we know for a fact that he is gifted with observation haki. That's his thing as a sniper, and so learning it really shouldn't be hard. It should come naturally to him and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the main thing that happened with the whole Usopp sequence. But there's one more thing about the sequence that's really important. Now, if you watched my chapter prediction video in which I said Luffy and Law aren't going to start fighting Doflamingo because Usopp hasn't had his fight yet. He just had his fight. So that means the fight between Doflamingo and Luffy could start next chapter. It really could, because the weakest person from the Straw Hats, Usopp, has had his fight. Him and Sugar out. Their fight is done. So now we're going to move up to the next person, who's either going to be Frankie or Robin, depending on who Oda thinks is the weaker character. And that's how we're going to go from there. And I'm really hyped. Oh, and yeah, I just sort of spoiled point 5, which is they finally get to Doflamingo and we see Bellamy on the floor. I'm interested to see what Bellamy said with to Doffy to like make Doffy knock him out or whatever. But yeah, he isn't dead, he's just knocked out. And sorry, I seem bouncing between points 4 and point 5, but I'm going back to point 4. I just wanted to throw point 5 out there so you're not too confused. So yeah, at the end of the chapter, well, you probably read the chapter anyways, but yeah, at the end they meet Doflamingo, which is really important, but we'll get into that after we deal with point 4, which is the whole sequence thing. And yeah, so the fact that the Usopp and Sugar fight has finished is monumental. It really is. It's really big news, because this signifies the beginning of the end, because as I've said in the past, you know, the way this is going to be an Ennis lobby situation, we're going to start with the weakest characters fighting, and it's going to lead up to the climax. So, you know, by the time Zoro's fight is over, that's when we can expect Luffy to do the finishing blow to Doflamingo. But obviously his fight wouldn't just start as Zoro's fighting. It's going to start a little bit earlier, and so, you know, that means we really could get Doflamingo versus Luffy starting next chapter. But bear in mind, there will be a bunch of talking as well, so it's not just going to be ham from the beginning. But once most of the talking is done, that's when we can expect some Rob Lucci versus Luffy type of shit, you know. And this whole lead poisoning thing is crazy, because this is a big game changer. It really is. Especially with Law. Not only is he tired, but he has a whole lead poisoning thing going on. Not a good look, and it's I really don't know what to expect considering this fight. And it just started raining, so you might hear some background noise, and I apologize. But yeah, I'm really hyped to see, well, not that hyped, but I'm really interested to see what Oda's going to do with Treble, because he's the real wild card here. We don't know what he's doing there. He really doesn't fit into the equation. We might have a Law versus Treble, Luffy versus Doflamingo thing going on, which could totally happen, but Luffy simply isn't on that level to beat Doflamingo yet. So but with the whole lead poisoning thing, it would make sense that Law would fight Treble instead of someone as strong as Luffy. But on the other hand, Luffy's a dumbass, so, you know, Treble can really make easy work of Luffy with his glue shit, which is not something to sleep on. We might also get some synergy and all that, but I don't go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep I'm keeping some stuff. So yeah, I'm keeping some stuff for the prediction video, which I will do, and I'll go into more detail on the upcoming battle and, you know, some other stuff that I haven't touched on. But yeah, it's about 10 minutes right now, just under 10 minutes. Nice way to end the video, nice and not too long. Thank you guys for chilling all the way to the end. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, thank you guys for watching.